hear your voice.
Are you hearing me, Patrick? Hello?
I am. I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Yes. Good morning. Patrick, we have just 2-3 concerns with you. First, the Peel Region meeting regarding the Highway 413. So this motion is against the Highway 413. So we want to know who is in and who's out for 413.
Well, myself and Alan Thompson, the mayor of Caledon, were pushing for Peel Region to support the 413. Yes. Listen, we had a provincial election, and every MPP elected supports the 413. The people have spoken, and they want us to deal with gridlock. They want us to have a highway to move people and goods. But unfortunately, the folks at Peel Region have not recognized that. All the Mississauga councillors, every single one of them, voted to block the 413. And now we have 2 councillors from Caledon who did the same. And you know what frustrates me about this is the 413 helps Brampton, it helps Caledon, it helps Vaughan. The Mississauga councillors have nothing to do with it. You know, if we were voting on the QEW, it wouldn't be Brampton councillors trying to block the QEW for Mississauga. And so, you know, we need to stop having these games. And Brampton deserves its fair share when it comes to transportation infrastructure. And the 413 will help us deal with gridlock. You know, we have problems with traffic. You look at rush hour traffic in Brampton or in Vaughan, or it's difficult.
Patrick, I believe your 2 councillors missed the vote, and 2 Caledon councillors they put against the vote. Even then, one mayor candidate in Caledon, they against the Highway 410. Could you explain a little bit more about that?
Yeah, Annette Groves and one of her supporters voted against the 413. That's disappointing because the 413 really helps Caledon as well. And then from a Brampton perspective, we had one councillor that had a technological issue and wasn't able to make the vote in time. But I would say all the Brampton councillors are on the record that they support the 413. And so this really was Mississauga trying to block this, and 2 councillors from Caledon who seem to be influenced by the wrong people.
Mr. Mayor, what could be happen next if the Peel region failed that Highway 14 against the voting? What can do the provincial government to build this highway?
Well, the provincial government could overrule Peel region. They could use an MZO. And I know the Premier and the Minister of Transport are determined to see the highway built. And so I suspect they will use special tools to override Peel region. But, you know, Peel region, this is a multi-billion-dollar project. This is good for Peel region. We should not be trying to block it. We should be supportive.
So, Patrick, if the provincial government start to build this highway, how long to take build? 10 years, 15 years? And how much traffic gridlock on pressure on this area in Peel region after 10 years? Do you have any idea about that?
Well, I'd say building a highway does take a long time, and that's why I don't want to see any delays. I don't want to see Peel region delay it further. I want to see shovels into the ground as soon as possible. But in terms of dealing with traffic, it will alleviate traffic. It will save time for everyone. Just imagine how many cars you can take off, crowded roads if you have an additional highway. So yes, it will make a big difference. It will make life easier. We'll spend less time stuck, in the car if you have the ability to move people on a new highway. Imagine having imagine having another 401. That's what it is. This is another 401.
Yes. The last question, Mr. Brown, regarding the same meeting in Peel region. The Peel region, Brampton, Mississauga, Caledon, you want 2.4 million aid from the federal government regarding the Ukrainian resettlement. You want to say something on that?
I would just say, obviously, what's happening in Ukraine is horrifying, and the government of Canada is helping across the country with resettlement efforts for those who have fled Ukraine. I went in Brampton and I met 80 Ukrainian refugees just a few months ago with St. Elias Ukrainian church. And I'm glad that we're helping, and certainly the federal government is helping sponsor that cost. So, Canada is a place where people have come from every corner of the world, and in many instances, people have left adversity and violence to come to Canada. And I'm glad that Canada is a home to some that have fled Ukraine.
Last question, Mr. Brown, regarding your campaign. I need just a brief answer. Who will be challenged in Brampton election, Mr. Bob Sand or Nikki Kaur? You need one more chance from Bramptonian.
Well, I would say right now, if you look at the polls, our competition is Bob Singh. But, I would say, we feel that there's a lot of support for our campaign. And, I want to come back to City Hall with a large mandate, not a small mandate. Last time it was a squeaker. This time I want to come back with a very large mandate to say, let's keep Brampton on this new direction. Let's not go backwards. Let's go forward. And the work that I've been doing for Brampton, getting a new hospital, medical school, 84 new transit buses, new recreation, field hockey, cricket. Let's keep that momentum going. Let's not go backwards.
Thank you, Mr. Patrick Brown. Thanks for joining me early morning. Always you are available. Thanks for have a great day and good luck for your campaign. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
ਇਹ ਸਨ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਪੈਟਰਿਕ ਬਰਾਊਨ ਬਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਦੇ ਮੇਅਰ ਔਰ ਅਗਲੀ ਮੇਅਰਲ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਨੇ ਬਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਦੇ ਔਰ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਸੁਣੀ ਹੋਪਫੁਲੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਪਸੰਦ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੋਊਗਾ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੀਆਂ ਖਬਰਾਂ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੀ ਅਪਡੇਟ ਵਾਲੇ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਸੱਜਣ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਸੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਮਾਫੀ ਖਿਮਾ ਜਾਚਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਅੱਜ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੀਆਂ ਖਬਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਬਹੁਤੀ ਅਪਡੇਟ